Mm-hmm.
See, now we've reached the halfway point, and right here is what I do is shout out my YouTube channel for everybody that listens, and for the driver I do interview. And every Saturday night, I go to Bowman Gray, and I take my camera with me, and I record every single race of the night, and put it together on a Sunday, and put it on YouTube. It's like usually about an hour, because I cut out the caution laps and all that, and post it. So it's kind of like flow racing, except, I have Matthew Dillner talking about donuts the whole time, and it's not just 1-2 action. You get to see the whole field.
I got you.
Yeah, and it is SNR on YouTube or Saturday Night Racing.
I got you. Sounds cool.
I may have to come to Friendship when you go down there and film a night there.
I'm sure everybody will appreciate it, man. We should be there at the end of March. There's a Mid-East Modified Tour race there, and I'll probably end up running for Rookie of the Year points with them. In order to run Rookie of the Year for Mid-East Modifieds, you can run it's your 7 best finishes, and we got to look at the schedule of the day, and we believe that we'll be able to make it along with all the Bowman Gray races as well. So, plus they pay good for that Rookie of the Year deal. Plus they've got a bunch of contingency stuff for it. So I believe we're going to try and run for that this year as well. So we should be there at Elkin at the end of March.
Well, I'll make sure I come down there and support you and record.
I appreciate that, man.
Yes, sir. See, this next question is, of course, another one that everyone on here has heard, and it is a back in the day moment, which is like a best time in your past racing.
Oh, man. Best moment. Well, the best moment. I really don't know what to say. I would have to say it'd probably be when, between that first modified race I had and one of those, I think it was 2018, something like that. I had won the first race at Bowman Gray. And on the first race at Bowman Gray, they give out the glass trophies instead of your normal trophies that they hand out every other week.
Yeah.
To receive one of those trophies, it was really nice and pretty cool to get. And then the modified win I had on dirt, it was actually the Peach State Festival race, and they ended up, I think I ended up coming home with like $1,800. I think they ended up giving me around 25 gallons of peaches. It was a ridiculous amount of peaches. We was given, I think we ended up giving 15 gallons away because we just had so many peaches that we didn't know what to do with it. And we didn't want it to go to waste, but that was probably the coolest ones I've had. But trying to think of the best memory I've had. Oh, me. I would say some of the best memories I've had is just racing with my brother, trying to help him along the way and get him to where he needs to be, and try to just teach him half as good as what I got taught. I got taught by Chris Allison along with my dad on a few things, and Chris and James Allison was a huge help in my career, especially at a young age, to help me get off. So I spent a lot of time with them and just hanging around them majority of my younger days. It was really a core memory in itself because Chris was taking me to go-kart tracks and a few other places, pointing out what to do and how to maneuver in certain situations, and could really teach well. Because I think a lot of people at Bowman Gray know that I believe it's pretty well known that he's a wheel man. He can take about anything and with 4 wheels and a motor and be in contention to win with it. So if you can learn from somebody like that and do whatever you can in your department to try and win a race, I feel like you're more than capable to win when the time comes. Probably more capable than a lot of other people because a lot of other people didn't get taught the way I got taught. That, they're just trial and error and figuring out things as they go, compared to where I got my cut in at an early age, and I got cut in before the time for that certain scenario came about.
Yeah. All that learning has really helped you. You are very talented out on the track.
Do what?
You're very talented out on the track, so you've learned really well.
I appreciate it, man.
Yes, sir. See, next question is another signature question, which is called what I call the off-the-wall question, which is something somewhat related to racing, not really. But since you drive a race car, you drive a dirt and asphalt mini stock, does it change how you drive on main roads in a regular car?
No, believe it or not, I'm actually a grandma on the roads. I probably don't go but 5 over the speed limit if I'm ever going over the speed limit. Especially at my younger age, I just drove the speed limit and was always careful. I still drive the speed limit now, but whenever I go on the interstate and people want to ride 20 under the speed limit all the way in the left lane, I might say a word or two. But no, surprisingly, I don't speed on the road hardly ever. Now, I might have a little road rage, that might be a little bit different, but as far as speeding and doing dangerous things on the road, I will never do that.
So no tickets?
No tickets for speeding.
That's good.
Yeah.
I have road rage.
I feel like it's built into everybody, whether they want to admit it or not. Especially whenever some of the people on the roads nowadays, I don't understand how they got their license, but I think they're just giving them out now. That way they can collect some of that money off what they got to pay to get their license. But I don't know, man. Some of the things you see on the road is ridiculous.
Yeah. Kind of continuing on this just a little bit. What's one thing that a driver will do that'll piss you off the most?
Racing-wise?
Like on the main road?
On the main road, probably. So a lot of issue I have is with people on the interstate. They want to, whenever they see a truck and trailer for some reason, they want to either try to race you or they don't respect a truck and trailer on the interstate. I don't know how many times on the way home we're just trying to be cruising down the road and somebody wants to pull up beside of us and race us. And it gives us probably the biggest headache. And along with people that don't respect trucks and trailers, I could never have my CDLs and drive a transfer truck because the way people are these days, they're so self-centered on driving and getting to point A to point B that they don't care what happens in between. That's probably my biggest pet peeve.
I gotcha. I know this ain't really about me, but mine is probably when someone turns out in front of me or they ride my bumper for miles at a time.
Yeah. Now, if somebody wants to ride my bumper ride, that's completely fine. Speed limit's 55. Congratulations. We're both going 45. I don't care what I'm doing. I'll slow down on purpose. And somebody pulling out in front of me, as long as they get down the road and they don't stop whenever they do get in front of me, I don't really consider it to be that big a deal, but I understand completely.
Gotcha. Yeah, I had to get that out there a little bit. So for everybody that just so happens to see me on the road, don't pull out in front of me. Please don't. Anyways, moving on here, and I want you to take this moment and thank all your sponsors.
Oh boy, are you prepared? This will be a little bit. All of our sponsors, we got 3 really good primaries. 2 have been with us for a long time. This year we've picked up Magic Pools and Spas of Lexington, North Carolina, Carter's Installation of Moxville, along with Electric Force of Moxville, North Carolina. Electric Force is a electrical company. They're actually looking for electricians right now. So they have a long list of benefits, 2 weeks paid vacation, 401k, all kind of insurance and stuff. They're wanting to hire a few electricians, along with Magic Pools and Spas. They obviously do pools and spas. Jared's a great guy. He'll work with you. And Norman Carter, Norman does a huge bit for our racing team. He's always done installation for as long as I can remember. We also have our secondary sponsors, Hillbilly Creations, Farmington Road Wrecker Service, New River Well, Rigging, Cochran Construction Company. They're new this year, along with Privet and Son Plumbing and the garage doors of the Triad, which is new this year as well. Michael Womble, those group of guys, they're great at what they do, along with being at an affordable price. Privet Son, they've always been there for me. He's a great plumber, also young plumber. Then you've got Kyle Hill with Hillbilly Creations. They do tabletops and all kind of furniture, wood furniture. They also own a Barbados store, 2 stores in Greensboro. I think it's Greensboro or High Point. But that family has been there for me since day one and has really supported me. All Farmington Road Wrecker Service, no matter what time it is late at night, you can call them guys up. And Cochran Construction Group, they're new this year. I'm really happy to have them on board, along with all of our contingency sponsors, Clement Lawnmower Repair, Ledford Electric, Mobile Communications, Unlimited Landscaping, Shouse Nursery, Kevin Johnson, Molly Cannell, BMF Race Cars and Chassis, Gale Force Suspension, Reinhardt Fire Services, Oldsmobile, Chilton Heating and Air, Lockeretta, Slick Bank Slam Management, White Graydon, Ring the Bell Realty, Wind Contracting, Moxville Concrete Company, Keaton's Used Cars, Gunner's Diesel Service, Hicks Lands Management, Bottoms Up Custom Tumblers, The Loft on Sunflower Trail, Eveready Mixed Concrete, Blakely Landscaping. Let's see, there's probably that long from here. I have to look, make sure I haven't forgot anybody, but because I know it's a long list. Snyder's Cleaning Service. Let's see here.